Hi everybody, how's it going? We are here with a timeless reading. What I was seeing is that for some of you there's something that you're still coming to terms with mentally, emotionally, something that you're still in the midst of figuring out. For some of you this can be like for sure associated with like loss of somebody that you felt you like resonated with or identified with. Because I was seeing, I am hearing the death card. That's not what I was seeing, but there can be like a transition that you're moving through, or like even an awakening that you're having because of going through something that felt very challenging. We're starting off with the Knight of Swords, which can mean like information coming through, somebody coming through to speak with you. I'm seeing I'm seeing one of those chairs that it has just give me a second to try to explain this because it's not a conventional chair. It's a chair that has like a base, or like something that has a base that you can sit in. It has a base, but then I'm seeing it kind of like hook up and then the actual chair hangs from it. I wonder if that makes sense. I feel like for those of you that know, you're gonna know. I've seen like baskets that sort of hang from things like that for adults, like a chair that you can sit in. But yeah, rather than it having legs, what suspends it, it's like suspended from above and you can sit in it. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so I was talking about the death card, right? We have the death card here, magically. You can be getting news about something very, very big here. This can be a big change. It can be a life change that somebody is going through. It can be information about a transition that you're getting. For example, you could have been waiting to hear back about maybe a loan that you took out and you're going to get that information, or you're moving and you're getting information about like the housing or something like that. Or maybe somebody's getting married, you know, it's something that feels very big, news that feels very big and important to you. And for many of you, I'm seeing like finances are involved in this, or family, or schooling. I'm seeing the number 3 here. And this can also be like an awakening of some sort too, with the death card. Or it can just be a Scorpio reaching out to you. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, for some of you, you're going to be moving. I'm hearing like changing, switching locations. I'm seeing Pisces on the bottom of the deck. This can be something that other people don't know about yet. Yeah, there's like some sort of jump that you're going to be making. It looks like it's going to go well for you. I'm seeing a house upside down here. Yeah, for some of you, this is about like a loan or something like that. Because I'm seeing there be a connection. Whatever this transition is, you're getting information that comes in. So if you had been like waiting to hear back or waiting for information or for somebody to let you know, this is purely like communication that feels important to you. Okay, so this isn't somebody coming through and be like, I finally have to confess that I love you. It's not like that. I'm seeing this be like a more official information that you're getting. Solely about like communicating something like factual, like that sort of thing. It has to do with like a big life transition. of either you or somebody that you're close with. Family can be involved for some of you. Also too, I'm seeing that resources are connected with this. So you can be getting news about like a loan or something being financed, or like how much money something is going to cost. I'm seeing there be information passed along that's related to those sorts of things. Money talk is what I'm hearing. So again, coming back to resources. And I am seeing an opportunity that's associated with this, like something that could go somewhere for you. Seems like this happens at a very serendipitous time. Serendipitous time. This is like feeling in this moment like things have worked out in a very lucky, auspicious way with Jupiter and the Six of Wands. This can also feel like a finally moment with whatever this is. It feels like the timing is right, like things are just working out. I'm seeing this feel very big and important to you. Yeah, it's almost like after you go through whatever it is that you needed to go through, things like definitely lean in your direction. For some of you, I'm seeing your guides had a direct hand in making this happen too. I'm getting this was not an easy process to go through. I'm seeing strength on the bottom of the deck. Like this was something that may have felt very rigorous. You may have really needed to like use your willpower to make this happen, to stick with this. But yeah, this opportunity comes like at exactly the right time. And this whole thing is definitely feeling good to you. Because it seems too like things could have sort of gone either way, but they end up working out in your favor. I'm seeing that for sure. It ends up going in your favor, whatever this is. Leaning in your favor. In other news, I'm seeing the Devil and the Judgment card. This can mean like if you're getting overly involved in something that you may be paying attention to that. I'm hearing the word duplicate. Yeah, there could have been something that could be something that you're looking into that needs to be squared away. This can be something, this can be like old habits that you got back into where you're like, oh, I need to correct that. I don't know what this has to do with yet, but like as a general statement, this can be anything that you're doing that you feel like isn't connected with like your dreams and your aspirations and your higher goals. It can be something that you get caught up in, but you feel like it kind of detracts from what you're trying to accomplish within your life. But it can be kind of like a guilty pleasure sort of energy, or something that you're like, it's easier to participate in this, but I know it's not in alignment with my highest good. And to have the Judgment card, this is you actually looking at this and recognizing that. This is like something that feels like a vice to you. Something or someone. And to have Justice here, this means doing what you feel like is right within this situation. Okay, for some of you legally something is happening. I'm hearing abound. That may not be for everybody. This can be like a spiritual contract thing, but for some of you legally, I'm seeing you get legal news that's associated with resources, or resources. So that doesn't just have to be money. That can be like a home, or like art that you share with somebody, or like you're going through a divorce or something like that, you know? Anything with legal implications, or you're getting money for something. It can involve court as well. I'm looking at Capricorn, Scorpio, and Libra here. I'm seeing somebody that just got their hair cut, or they wear their hair slicked back on the top. On the top. I'm just relaying. I'm also seeing Cancer. Yeah, whatever this is, whatever this like news or message or information is that you get, I'm seeing a lot of things that feel like this feels affirming for you. I'm seeing a hot dog here. If you are involved in something that you feel like is not aligned, or there's somebody around you that's involved in something that you feel is not aligned, you may want to distance yourself from this. Some of you already have, but for those of you that are hanging around someone or participating in something that you feel is low vibrational, now is the time to check it and correct it. Because I'm seeing that if it's not checked, it's almost like you're going to be making yourself vulnerable in an undesirable way. Okay, that's the best way for me to put this. Because something is popping up later down the line, and if you have not corrected whatever this is that needs to be corrected, you are going to be vulnerable to whatever this is that's popping up, and it's going to take you in a direction you do not want to go in. So this is also about being honest with yourself. Like, Judgment card is always about a self-assessment where you are being honest with yourself about what's going on, about what you're doing, about how you're feeling, about what's happening. Okay. This is going to get corrected for sure. Yes. Okay. Very, very progressive here, I'm seeing. I'm looking at Pisces on the bottom of the deck. All right. So you realize that in order for you to have what you really want, you have to end a situation where you're not actually going to get what you want, but it may have been something where you could have deluded yourself into thinking you were going to get what you want. And like, this would have been you sort of like consciously being aware that you were believing whatever lie this is. Whatever lie it was that you were telling yourself, or that you were believing another person was telling you. But this can also be, it can be doing something in a way where like you want the outcome to be something particular and you're not actually going to get there by doing this. But it can be something that really fools you into thinking it. Like, but there's also this conscious part of you that knows that. But what I'm seeing is that by you analyzing this and being like, is this really aligned for me? Or am I just doing this because it's easy? Am I just doing this because I'm bypassing the shadow work? Am I just doing this because I have codependency issues and I'm not addressing them? Whatever this is that needed to be addressed, this is you addressing that. This is you doing whatever it is that you need to do to correct this. And I'm seeing you have success with it. As soon as you look at this and you're like, okay, I need to correct this and I'm going to be balanced with the way that I do this, and you check in with your personal code of what you feel like is right to do, then I'm seeing that you end up overcoming this challenging circumstance. What I'm seeing is that whatever self-sabotage you were doing comes to an end here. So it's like not going to be doing that anymore, but the exchange is that you actually get something that you want. So this is the key for you to get something that you want, and something that is actually going to satisfy you, because the devil is never actually going to satisfy you the way that the Nine of Cups is going to, because the Nine of Cups is actually like a fulfillment. This is something that promises fulfillment, but it's not going to give you fulfillment. It will look like it will, but it will not actually deliver. And if it does deliver, it'll be for a moment and then it rips it away. So yeah, you end up getting what you want in the end, but it means that there may have been like a vice or something unhealthy that you had to extricate yourself from and close that door. But this leads to a very, very huge, what looks like an awakening of some sort. And I'm seeing there be like a very big transition that's associated with this. Know that this can also be psychological. This can also be internal. For some of you, this does have to do with the living situation, or it does have to do with your resources or bigger goals that you have. And also like where you're trying to go and what you're trying to achieve. But like as you're on the way to doing this, there are like so many words that want to come through. As you're on your way to doing this, I'm seeing that it looks like you just are like fresh off of succeeding with something, and then I'm seeing this like opportunity. Somebody's trying to hand you something. You've sort of already overcome something over here, and I'm seeing this story kind of split in half, where this is like part 2, and I'm seeing something come through that would be like a shadow opportunity, something that you'd look at that and be like, I don't really trust that, I don't know, something like sketches me out about that. But I'm seeing you're already familiar with this. You're like, I've been through that before, I'm not trying to open up another cycle like that. So then I'm seeing you close out that cycle. So whatever this was that was trying to grab you energetically, I'm seeing you close it out. You're like, I'm not going on that Ferris wheel again, we're not going around again. And I'm seeing that this is a monumental victory for you, because that means that you've now opened the door for you to acquire what you actually want, which you weren't going to find that here. So you went through some sort of battle that was very challenging, you came out on top. Then immediately after you sort of coming out on top, something tries to sort of tempt you again to try to bring you back in, to like carry you back into that cycle. But I'm seeing you say no. You're like, nope, stop right there. I'm not doing that. I'm not getting on there again. And that is how you secure something big that you want. This is like assured success here with you achieving something that you want. And this is something emotionally for you. This is something that will be emotionally fulfilling. But it took you recognizing and making the choice to leave something that was, I'm hearing, always going to be half of a promise. It's something that would have never fully delivered, but you needing to be honest with yourself about that. All right, my friends, we're going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.